Did you hear that one? Senator Josh Hawley today at that hearing, he said the FBI improperly sent questions and queries demanding information out of the FISA database on nearly 280,000 Americans. 280,000. Reportedly, many of them were political donors, even crime victims or protesters, things like that. Joining us now from Senate Judiciary, GOP Senator Eric Schmitt. Senator, you were at that hearing today. What did you make of what you heard?
Well, we do need to reform here. I think some of those statistics are startling, and it really is kind of under this umbrella, Liz, of the weaponization of government against citizens that we've seen, particularly during the Democrat administrations, the last two of them. If you want to understand the genesis of the Russiagate hoax, it really started in a FISA court, where the Steele dossier, which was a political hit job, some opposition research that was made up, was then used as a predicate to surveil and spy on a presidential candidate, Donald Trump, and then also used to try to sideline that administration with this phony Russia hoax nonsense that all started in a FISA court, right? And so you have to have real protections for Americans. It's important that we're collecting intelligence and figuring out what China and our adversaries are trying to do in this country. But when you start sweeping up Americans and it becomes a pretext for some of the weaponization we've seen, that's why we had the hearing today to move forward on some reforms, because it does expire in April.
You know, it's scary. Americans don't like to see this, Senator. I mean, the Biden administration has already been accused of using the government to go after their political opponents, like Special Counsel Jack Smith. He says what do you make of him saying he was not spying on 400 Republicans and groups, including 8 sitting U.S. senators? But the Senator Grassley, and the evidence is there, he did a fishing expedition getting their phone records, including for Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA.
Absolutely. And that was really where you saw the whole of governments, the federal government, the appointment of Jack Smith just a couple of days after President Trump declared he was running for president. Jack Smith comes in. You see Fani Willis down in Atlanta, a district attorney down in Georgia. That office was meeting with the White House counsel's office. You saw the number 3 person at DOJ go to the Manhattan district attorney's office to get Trump. I mean, this was a very coordinated campaign to sideline President Trump so he could never get in office again. He beat all that back, obviously, and the American people weighed the evidence in their own jury box. But that, again, is an instance where you saw these overzealous Democrats who would do anything. They would justify it any way they could to not only go after President Trump, but then sweep up U.S. senators, to go after the Republican AG Association, to go after the Republican Governors Association. Their crime was that they were Republicans. This is the scary part of what the Democrats do with power and why they're willing to do anything to seize it. And when they have it, it ought to send shivers down the spine of every American, regardless of your party.
Senator Eric Schmitt, thank you so much for being with us tonight. It's great to see you again. Now, listen.